All right. So we're looking at the Healthy Professional Chapter 4. We are moving right along, everybody. Your first study guide consists of Chapter 1 through 4. We call these our foundational chapters, okay? Your next subject is going to be um, sanitation, disinfection, sterilization. Um, and so that's going to be one of your most effective subjects. Okay. We're going to go real intense with that next chapter, chapter 5, because majority of your state board exam is around sanitation and hygiene. Okay. And so that comes from, you may say, okay, why? Why is that so? Simply because of the changes during the pandemic and also after the pandemic, we had our tests and just more ways. And the state just wants us to be more aware of the prevention measures for disease and disorders in our beauty salons and our spas. Okay. And so that's why chapter 5 will go a little intense. It will include some state law as well. So chapter 5, we may have a week and a half on that chapter by itself. All right. So let's move into the healthy professional. Now, I am going to reference some state law, okay, before we even get started as far as the healthy professional. You guys, it is against the Tennessee State Board of Cosmetology state law for you to have a common cold and come to work. And it describes it as disease, all right, or communicable disease. And so anything that can be spread from one person to another, you are not allowed to work under that license. Okay. Here's what happens. You come to school, you come to the spa or the salon and you have a cold and you're coughing. And so that's always like say you don't wear gloves, you don't have a mask on. Someone you're when you're coughing, you're spreading those germs, and germs in the air can last anywhere from 6 hours or more. And you're spreading those germs, you're spreading that bacteria. Now your workplace is contaminated. The clients are now they have picked up that bacteria, and so you have become the host that is spreading the bacteria around. So what if your clients now become sick in the whole salon, spa, your home? Everybody becomes sick because of those measures you did not protect yourself. And so it only takes one person, y'all, to give State Board a call and do a complaint that you were spreading a contagious disease. And you're like the common cold. Yes, the common cold. Okay. So we are not supposed to be servicing clients who have a communicable contagious disease. And we are not supposed to be servicing clients with a communicable/contagious disease. And that goes all the way down to the basic common cold. Okay. So common cold, influenza. We're also talking measles, chicken pox, anything that could be spread from one person to another. We're not supposed to be servicing clients. Basically, we're not supposed to be clocked in for work. Okay. What could happen? The board could fine you up to $1,000. All right. The board also can ask you to come before the board, whether on a Zoom call, have a Zoom meeting, or in person. Okay. And so what happens, they will read the complaint. They'll first do the complaint like in letter. And they're probably going to tell you, okay, from the letter, send them documentation that you have went to the doctor and that, hey, you're clear from this common cold. The next thing, if that's ignored, and we are not supposed to ignore anything from the state board, if that is ignored or is not settled, they'll go to the next thing is asking you to come in to the state board meeting, which is in Nashville, especially if there are several complaints. From there, you possibly could get fined a maximum of $1,000. Okay, just simply because you were not in compliance and you did not do things in a very professional manner as it pertains to the healthiness of yourself or your clients, especially your business and the industry. So there's so many different things that we'll learn about next week that many times that people have jeopardized their salons and spas and their licensees, licensures, or just simple things that they could have corrected on the sanitation side, okay, on the disinfection side. And so we're not going to do that. We've learned about our image. We've learned about our soft skills. We got the intro. We're ready to go, guys. But how many of you know if you're not healthy, you're no good to anyone? If you're not healthy, you're no good to anyone. Absolutely. And so let's talk about the healthy professional. And your assignments this weekend, of course, which is through Sunday, is I want you to do a consultation on someone, and you just write it up on a sheet of paper, put their name, or you can put make up a name, okay? But you can put their name at the top, consultation by your name, okay? And then pretty much you'll write out those questions and you'll give those responses. And I want to hear more questions. So I want you to go deeper. All right. And it's okay if you don't have the answers, because we're going to take those consultations that you did and go a little bit deeper. By the time that you graduate, I want you to have had a binder of consultations and contraindications. I want you to know what that is. A binder of just issues and solutions, okay, as it pertains to skincare. I literally want you to be the GOAT when you graduate, all right? Because being an expert in skincare professional that you are. So let's jump into the healthy professional. This falls into also the wellness. If I had spoke to you about the wellness component of aesthetics, it is the wellness. How are you going to keep yourself healthy? You want to make the bag? How are you going to keep yourself healthy? Okay. So let's look at all right. So when we look at explain the healthy professional, I want to hear from you guys. Because we're living and we're walking this life every day. What do you guys think the healthy professional? What are some characteristics of the healthy professional? It got to be some, it could be some. We ain't even got to read about it right now. But what are some characteristics of a healthy professional?
Making sure you in a right space, like your mental health.
Yes, yes, yes. Making sure you're in the right space, your mental health. Y'all, that's going to be so important. I glanced at it last night. They said that they have more individuals from the age of 5 to 18 more mental health evaluations than ever before. Like they've never had that group of individuals, the number of individuals that have gone for mental evaluations. So from the age of 5 to 18. And I was thinking to myself, for me, I'm a little old school. I'm saying, what happened? Two things, two things I look at is I don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on kids to be perfect, because we're not perfect. But the second thing is I said social media. And so, we're just living in a different day and a different time. and I saw the young man who I read a little bit about the young man who had did the shooting in Antioch in Nashville, and he mentioned he literally was on this video game writing out how he was going to do it, like somebody was interviewing him, and they said, "Who are your supporters?" And he said something from his streaming app, and I was like, "What the world?" So, I already have my nephew who does not like to be pulled away. He don't like being outside, but he like being on the game. And I said, "Oh, we got to break that up. We got to break that up because his mental status is really in danger because already at 11 years old, he don't want to be around people. He'd rather interact with the game and the people on the game. And it just, I'm telling my sister, hey, these are things we need to recognize and we just need to cut down and stop right here. And it just moved me that young man was so young, but he had already been in connection and his mind was so advanced and his mental wellness was not where it's supposed to be. And he was only 18 years old, you know? And I try to tell people all the time, I'm not a professional, as far as psychologist. But here's the thing, I read a lot, I observe a lot, and I like to understand things. And because I've seen things happen in my family. From the age of 17 to 19, kids are very sensitive mentally. Okay. They're trying to figure out life and, whether there's going to be life with parents, without parents, do they have to move? They're graduating, people expecting me to have it all together. They're trying to figure it out. But I was astounded when I saw this nugget. It said that schizophrenia is sometimes happens right at the age of 18 and 19. And we don't notice it. So this person could be way over older when we figure out that something's going on, but it literally happened. The breakdown happened at 18, 19. And so I'm just with my nieces and church babies, I just try to, if they're around that age, they say, hey, your mental awareness, you need to be aware that something doesn't feel right. Boom. It's okay not to be perfect. It's okay not to have it all together. Just giving them a safe space. Yes, we got to keep moving, but it's okay to figure it out on down the road. And so I come into a lot of young people and I try to tell them, hey, that mental awareness is going to be key. So that was good, Ashley. That was good. Anything else? We got to keep our mental together. What other characteristics that keeps us healthy that we should have? We ain't even got to read about it right now. What other characteristics? Some people say, healthy lifestyle, what we eat,
The company you keep, I think.
Tell me about that, the company you keep.
Because sometimes you can get drained from their own problems when you trying to get through your situation or trying to accomplish something.
You're
And
right.
I'm one of them types that I can hear everybody else's problem. And sometimes, like when you get through listening to them, the spirit get on you with their problems. And you get
Yeah.
unfocused.
Yeah. And it just be draining, And so have you ever had the fire friends? He'll take a break from them. Have you ever had to take a break? I've had to take a
I'm
break.
sorry, I hit you on me. Yes, ma'am. Like right now, while I'm going through, for me to stay focused with this transition in school and trying to work and go through school. Yes, I kind of distant myself. I told them it wasn't nothing like but it's business wise.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be offensive. Don't be offended.
Yeah,
They understand.
that's
So
good. That's
yeah.
good because um, I think we know ourselves more than we know anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I know and this morning when I was praying, I said, Lord, um, identify those distractions, those things
Yep.
that are keeping me, not focused, and a lot of it is pertains to somebody else, you know. And so I just need to, I know for me, I found myself just in a place. I said, I need to strengthen my faith. And just knowing who I am, the faith component really helps me keep myself level. So I tell anybody, find that inner peace in you. It may not be
Mm-hmm.
it may not be who I serve, but everybody has to find their own inner peace. And truly, people could be benefit. They could benefit you, or they could not benefit you. So
Mm-hmm. And that's one of
definitely.
the things I prayed about on that 21-day fast we just finished.
Oh wow, we
Let
come on
mm-hmm.
Sunday.
Yes, ma'am.
We come on Sunday, and when I tell you, why was it hard for me this year? But I
It
know,
was hard for me too.
I
It
know
was hard.
coming out. I guess I'm coming out of it. We're gonna shout one day, okay? We're gonna shout when we get back in the classroom.
Yep.
But all is well, you're absolutely right. Healthy relationships, guys. And then don't you know that, and I'm gonna just be an example for you. Um, in the salon or even in the spa, sometimes we get the working and we see the clients coming in, we in the mood, and someone says, "Hey, anyone want any lunch?" And then we're just like, okay, before you know it, you ate out all week. The money, then you start calculating. And for me, it takes me to open up my app. And that really gets me in check. I'm like, I swiped this card every day last week. I literally get on myself. And when I see sometimes what I have eaten, I say, oh, this is the problem. This is why I don't feel good. I have to check myself. I don't have, literally, people don't have to wait on nobody to put them together. I have to put my own self together. So I would have enjoyed the fast because I saved some money, but at the same time, appreciating better ways to eat. Okay, I'm learning and sitting in discipline as far as like not getting the fast, something fast, or not going out to a restaurant all the time. So that has been a thing in the past that I would be at work and it's easy and I've been that person too to bring everybody Starbucks. Um, who it may get you adrenaline going, but don't you know once the espresso wears off, you crash it. And I find myself trying to find me a picker upper, like a Starbucks, and I'm crashing again. And then I'm just tired when I get home. So, and then you got the one that cooks all the soul food, okay, and bringing soul food plates. And how you gonna eat all that and then finish work? You gotta, and then I like to do my facials. I'm tall, so I like to do my facial standing up, and where I could, work around the client's body, whether I'm doing back treatments or whatever. I like to stand up. When I sit down, I can get a little comfortable. Don't let me have eaten a big lunch. I'm tired. And so I feel like I can't service a client when I'm in that space. So I literally have to work to pull myself out of this tired space to give my client everything that they are expecting. I don't want to shortchange my client. So, um, and then if I testify again with my app, I'm paying Planet Fitness, and I ain't walked in a couple of months. How many people have done that? I'm paying them, y'all, $21. I got the VIP. And they just collecting. But let me tell you, I am going to walk in. I got me some gym shoes, and I'm going to walk in, and baby, they're going to get tired of me. They are literally going to be tired of me because I found that exercise will curb my fatigue, and having positive thoughts, having friends or people around you that are not always in a toxic place, it really takes that fatigue off of you. Okay. Even worry and anxiety can tire you out. Stress can sit over in your bones and make you feel so tired and so weak that you're like, what is this feeling? So, just like the young lady said, you listen to them so much, you carried on their stuff. Sometimes you need a fast or a detox from people, situations, from foods. okay, from social media, all right? And we need to develop a routine that is going to help us. If we are I seen a post and the young lady said, don't go to school to be an esthetician. You're just gonna waste your money. You're not gonna find a job, da 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 da. By the third sentence, I said, oh, negative Nancy. I said, oh, it didn't work for you because of this attitude. But let me tell you, aesthetics is still the leading arm of the beauty industry. I have multiple students that currently now make upper six figures, not just 100,000, upper six figures. And I had a student, her second year out, she probably was making six figures when she came to DCI because, sometimes people are working and they need to get that license. But once she finished and added that licensure to it, she may have, what I seen her numbers. I think she cleared 250,000 by her second year. So numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. People can say whatever they want to say that it did not work for them, but I want you to know you are in one of the most lucrative ends of the beauty industry. What's going to make it work? Healthy lifestyle, being professional, being a go-getter, which means all because you're beautiful, all because you're a people person, people are attracted to you, there are some work that has to be done. Okay. There's some marketing and branding, some new age marketing and branding that has to be done. And so it is so important that we don't listen to those negative Nancy's. And when I tell you, I went straight to the comments. I didn't even finish her post. They ate her up. They ate her up, and many of them have said, "Oh, I cleared six figures last year. I cleared this. I cleared that." And these are individuals who are not working for anyone else. They probably are in their own suite, or they're probably renting, a chair, and they may only do one or two services. Can you imagine the list of services that you can have, that you can do, and the expertise you can offer, and the more that you hone your craft, the more money you can make. Literally, what motivates me and what motivated me was taking myself from one tax bracket to another. That a lot of my students are money motivated as well. So you mean I can what motivates you could be showing you this technique and showing you how much money you can make off of it. And now you have another skill that you didn't have before that you can take. It's in your hands now. And you can take it and go higher and higher and keep adding to it. The more you learn, you keep adding to it and keep adding to it. It's amazing. That is a healthy, I think that's a part of a healthy way of thinking, a healthy lifestyle for a professional as well. It's just being optimistic and being staying in a positive place when it comes to, growing and knowing your purpose of why you're here. Okay. And so that was something I did want to share. But y'all, let me tell you, I gained so much weight from just working and people bringing food. So we got to be very, very careful on that, especially people talking about they selling crab legs and they doing this and they doing that. You got to know what your strengths are and know what your weaknesses are as well. There are vitamins. There are vitamins that we should be taking. Okay. I'm going to give you a tip. I go to whole, well, number one, how many of you guys, did I tell you guys my other occupation? Did I tell you guys? Y'all know I teach and I do some consulting and some coaching work for people that are in the beauty school sector um, and trade show sector. So travel and teach on trade shows. But my life is shifting. It's paused now because I gotta make sure mom is good. But I am of the 1% Black female farmer. And y'all know I was a farmer. Did you know? Did you know I was a farmer? Um, does that sound? How does that sound? If I say you could be a farmer too, or why you should be a farmer? That's your family would think that was totally opposite of you. Would they say that? Would your family say you want to be a what? Y'all, I am literally a farmer. Here's why. I like to grow my own herbs. Um, the Lord gave me a gift of formulating. So from formulating hair color to formulating skincare protocols and routines about people's skin, how to fix it, into formulating products. So of course I'm gonna share that as a class with you guys, because that brings me peace is learning about ingredients and fixing the issues that clients got going on. So when you do your consultations, you're going to document and even take some pictures of what issues that people have. And we're going to come together as a team and figure out those solutions. And we may even have to make the product because it may not be something available yet. But I like to grow my own herbs. And if anyone likes to garden, you are a farmer. Okay, you are a farmer. You're just not documented. And so I operate in the farming space through marketing. So I use my farming number as a marketer. So I help people get information out about where's the money, awareness is when it comes to Black people and farming. But also, I like to grow my own herbs for my own products. Okay, and my own herbs, spices, veggies to cook with. And that's my way of turning my lifestyle around from always going out is in buying stuff that I don't know what's on it is in my own garden. I can go out there and get whatever I need to cook with. Okay, so and it's small, but it is growing. I have a urban farm, which means backyard shouting. So if anyone and I will have an initiative. I'm gonna start in March, trying to get as many people I know to become farmers or Black females to become farmers. And so, as a class, if I'm in it, y'all in it too. We're gonna figure it out. I bet you didn't think that you'll come to school, be an esthetician, and end up being a farmer also. We are both the same. Um, but I wanted to grow my own stuff because I wanted to have a more healthier aspect on food. And I've learned so much about vitamins, but here's something that helped me when I had the flu. Um, and I really had to sit there and think, okay, what's going on with my body? And then what do I know that'll fix it? All right. And so a friend of mine in Houston, he said, hey, go to Whole Foods and go check out Mary Root. And so I went and checked out Mary Root. First of all, she was sold out in some of the Whole Foods. She had a lot of products. But what I needed was sold out. That told me that it was popular. So I got Mary Root. He told me to get the nighttime. And it's like a coconut cream, like little 2-ounce drink. And you drink it at night. But it is vitamins on steroids, guys. It helps you sleep well, but you get an crazy amount of vitamins that as you sleep, it starts to rebuild and replenish your body. I instantly felt better, and they don't pay me to say that I instantly felt better. And then so I also get the vitamin C in a liquid form. It's nasty, but I mix it with orange juice or whatever, and I get a greater boost of vitamin C than I would if I was drinking just regular orange juice or taking a vitamin C, cough drop or something. So I look at where can I get the greatest amount of vitamins really, really fast in my system in order for me to recover. And so you'll find that people do many, many different things. Have you guys ever heard of, it's a place in Switzerland, and people go every 2 years. They do stem cell, it's called stem cell renewal. It's in Switzerland, and for two people, it's $6,000. No, $60,000. Okay, every 2 years. Well, what these people are doing, they're trying to extend the lifespan of their cells. Okay, so as a person naturally ages, their body is supposed to be on a time clock, you know? So you have these individuals who not only does it make their skin, hair, nails, everything look amazing, as their age, it's almost like they think they found the fountain of youth, but really they get injections of stem cells that starts to renew themselves, and you feel better, and it wards off sickness. You become stronger in the inside. Your organs become stronger, and they start to live and have the durability of going longer. And that is, I feel like man-made education, but God can do whatever he wants to do. So you may go get all that stem cell, and still God says your checkout day is such and such, such and such. It doesn't matter. But people have gone that far to find a piece of the fountain of youth. It's that stem cell renewal every 2 years, $30,000 a person. So people will do their go the most to feel good, to become healthy, and they understand if I'm not healthy, I can't make any money. I can't be who I need to be for my clients, for my children. So it's almost like we need to have some things in place. We've got the knowledge, we're working, and how do we preserve our bodies? Okay. How do we preserve our bodies? So Mary Ruth, if you're gonna go to Whole Foods, just look in the vitamin aisle and check out Mary Ruth, and they got stuff from kids all the way up. Have anybody had Mary Ruth before? Anybody had Mary Ruth before? If you have, just put in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, your daughter, yeah. How is it is your daughter young? And how old is she? Because I'm thinking about, I really want to get a recommendation of what it does for the kids. So they do have it for the kids. Okay. Energy. Okay. She's 17. Great, great. Yeah. I want, oh yeah, yeah. Um, I also get the drops, y'all. It's like 7-in-1. No, this is a liquid too. 7-in-1. It's ginger and vanilla, but it tastes like chocolate. And so it's a 7-in-1. I mean, it's vitamin C, B12, D2, D3, all that good stuff. Okay. And so take that. And then I also take the B12 drops. Um, Now, what I didn't like was the morning, like the morning 2 ounce. And it had a little raspberry taste to it, but it was very artificial. I ain't like that. So when I used all those up, I was like, I'm not buying it anymore. But a lot of people have learned about Mary Ruth because of hair and skin. So she has one for hair and skin that it is an overdose, y'all, on vitamins. Like you're some vitamins, you're like, okay, maybe 3%, maybe 5%. Her vitamins, you look at from iron to C, E, K, everything may be over 100%. And so sometimes you gotta be like, these are literally vitamins on steroids. They absolutely are. So, and then I also, during that flu season, um, use drunk a syrup. It's like an elderberry syrup from a company called Wellness. Also found it there as well. But I make my own elderberry boosters now. I told you the Lord gave me a gift of formulation. So when I can't work in hair and skin, I'm at home creating products and making my own stuff. I don't go and spend a whole lot of money in medicines and stuff. And so I have found that making those boosters, the elderberry boosters, I have not been, you know, I have not really been sick. And I make these ginger boosters that, you know, I take one every night. Some people say, oh, we take them in the morning, because my fast is a certain time. I take one at night and I've been getting some good sleep, good sleep, and get that good ginger in, get them good vegetables in. So that's been my thing. Everybody's gonna find their thing. So if you feel like you're fatigued, you're stressed, that you're having some issues, check your diet or check what's going around you. There are alternatives, and we have to get ourselves together. We gotta be well balanced, okay? Rich in vitamins, and we gotta stay hydrated. So our number one question we ask clients is, "What's your water intake?" We gotta ask ourselves that. Do we even like water? When we walk, we're using water in our muscles and bones. When we move, every time we move, we're using water. When we go to the restroom, we're using water. Okay? So we're using it, but are we replenishing our body with it? And sometimes our aches and things could come from that as well. Okay? Um, are you supposed to wear glasses and you're not wearing glasses? So it's continued strain. Is there a level of stress? Is there something that is taking you out of your character? Or do you feel a certain way when you think about certain things? Okay. And there's nothing wrong, and I'm going to say this, with counseling. There's nothing wrong with therapy and with counseling. And here's the thing, I don't let people dump stuff on me anymore. I'm just not, I ain't trying to be everybody counselor or their friend. I ain't trying to get in nobody's business because, baby, my business is enough for me. I can't do it. And so I leave conversations, or I won't talk to you for a long time. At the last time we talked, you were dumping. It ain't gonna. And I'm gonna ask you. I was like, you talked to God about it, or have you talked to the person you complained about? Have you talked to them about it? No, for both of them. Oh, okay. I just don't take on. I think that's just with age. I just don't take on any unnecessary stuff. But here's the thing too: stress, diet, um, lack of vitamins, exercise could really taint our aesthetic. And what's our aesthetic? Our aesthetic is how we look on the outside. That's what sells our clients, to let us treat them, to make them look beautiful. We got to look some kind of way. So, y'all, we sell skin. So we got to make sure our skin is in the best place at all times. Even if it isn't, your skin needs to be a testimony of, this is where I was and this is where I'm going. See my journey? And so people can start to trust you because, hey, I got this same thing going on, and I see that you're improving your skin. I want you to do the same for me. You got to be very strategic about it. And so if we cut out, and I'm sure we've all heard this before, cut out toxic behavior. I want you guys to know that drinking and smoking, it adds 10 years, every 10 years. Okay? It adds 10 years. I saw a young lady, I thought she was 40 something. They said that young lady was 29 years old. I said, cannot be. Cannot be, cannot be. I just did not believe it. But she was 29 years old. But she had abusive lifestyle. And when I say abusive lifestyle, she abused drugs and alcohol. Not to say that she was a drug addict, but if you're smoking or taking or whatever, taking something, it is going to show in your skin. It is going to start to age your skin. That's going to be something foreign that sits over into your skin. All right. And so we got to be very careful and mindful about that. And we are the ones connected to the community to educate our community about what they are doing to their skin, what they're doing to their hair, what they're doing to their body, their nails. And so sometimes you just work where you are. All right. Get the message out about a healthier them and a healthier you where you are. All right. So it says beyond eating and drinking properly, healthy professionals are also aware of their body movements at work. Let's do some exercises. You know what I like to do? Um, Take your hands, open them up, palm, and then close them real tight like a fist. Open them up really fast, close them. Okay, I'm exercising my hands. All right, I'm gonna take my hands and I'm gonna put in like I'm praying. We call these praying hands, and I'm going to stretch, bend over to the left, bend over to the right, bend, and I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm stretching. The exercise is called praying hands. Okay. Also, I'm gonna reach my hands up and grab for the money. Grab for the money. I am stretching. Okay. It's good for you to do that because estheticians are going to use their arms, their legs, and their fingers. All right. Got to make sure they're in optimum shape. And here's the thing: if something happens to their hands, arms, or fingers, your job cannot be performed. So, on top of taking care of yourself, you have more longevity in your career by doing that. And I want to put a plug, make sure you get some insurance on these body parts. Okay? Because if something goes wrong and you can't do the $100, the $200 service that you would have normally done, that is a loss to you. You need to have some insurance that replaces that loss. All right? So once we know better, we do better. And I've seen it. So yeah, keep you some insurance on your hands, on your legs. All right. Some work insurance and have some documentation of what I could have made, what I should have made in that factory. All right. So you want to maintain a strong, healthy body directly. It impacts the health of your practice. All right. Because we're going to be working. We sell wellness, guys. So let me tell you, aesthetics and wellness go together. So you may also help your community, help your clients. I would say go get you a nutritionist certification. Okay, probably don't take that long. So now you're not only servicing your clients as a beauty service, but also you tapped into their healthy mind, body, and spirit. So now you can put them on routines. I've even seen a salon that had a fitness gym. Okay. And so now you care about their health, their body, their mind, their family. And so that that really means a lot to a lot of people that you're not there just for one thing, you're here for the long haul. And as we, help them, we want to help ourselves as well. Understanding proper nutrients for the body to maintain optimal energy levels. So we know coffee, espressos, um, Red Bulls, they may give you a high now, okay? But they do wear and tear in the skin. It shows age in the skin and it crashes us. All right. And so it brings our energy levels down all at one time. And we need to have a balance of those levels. Okay. So this is where also water comes in. And then having vitamins to supplement those things, having eating certain types of fruits that supplement those as well. All right. Knowing when to take a sick day when you feel ill is an important responsibility regarding your coworkers and your clients. Yeah, we can't make all the money. We can't make all the money. And when I tell you the money is going to be there, but I tell people all the time, I would take client after client after client after client because no one told me, baby girl, you need to take care of yourself. And when I crashed, I was down for a week. I was pushing my body past the point that I could do it. When I crashed, I was down for a week. And it felt so bad. It felt like I was literally about to leave about this world. Okay. And so we have to learn how to listen to our bodies, and we have to learn how to say, no, I'm not going to be able to take you anymore after this time. Stand on your policy. And what I like about this new generation of estheticians that are coming out and becoming licensed, they stand on business. I like about these younger generation of hairdressers, they standing on business. And you may say, Ms. Cuss, what do you mean? They have policies in place. You're not going to work them to death. Okay. That there are some things we could definitely learn from them. And some things I choose not to, but I pick up the good. They have policies in place. They know when they're going to work, when they're not going to work. They know their worth. Okay. And I said, I like that about them. I do. And so, and clients sometimes could be kind of rubbed the wrong way because they feel like, what? Yeah, they have a life. The world is not going to, I'm not going to sit up here and just do your facial and your skin and your waxing whenever you get ready. No, that does not work. Here's are my hours. And this is a healthy boundary for me. And there are some cases that I may stretch that for my VIP, okay, my very important people, but there may be one or two people, all right? And outside of that, these are our hours. I love you just the same, but I need to spend time with my family. I love you just the same. I need to rest my body, you know? And so it's we need to stand on it on business and policies when it comes to that. Knowing when to take a sick day and we just gonna take it. Don't you know that there are jobs now that have mental health days? And sometimes you gotta give yourself a mental health day, you know? And there is no questions asked. I'm taking a mental health day. Okay, all right. I need you to be in your right space mentally to come in here and do the job. I don't need to stress you out in that factor where you just come in here and you just lay it off on everybody. Okay. If something is going on with my body, my hand, I'm not working through those injuries, I'm going to the doctor and I'm finding out what I need to do to take care of that. All right. Not working through any pain. Um, and then here's the thing is with pregnancy, with our clients that may be pregnant, and even with ourselves, we may become pregnant or what we call with child by working. Know what you can do and what you should not be doing. Okay. So when we talk about nutrition, nutritional needs in the beauty industry, of course, we can look at the different systems of the body. All right. For me, and I'm going to be very transparent about a lot of things, y'all. I've been in the industry for a while. Okay. Um, I did not, I neglected a lot going on with my body because for the love of the industry, I love the industry. And I may have loved the industry too much that I didn't take care of myself. You know, I'm still here, thank the Lord. But I stopped really working as a hairdresser because I never took the time to rest from having cycle issues and endocrine issues, things like reproductive system issues. And a lot of times you find women who have these issues and they go back to work or they work through them or they spend a crazy amount of hours on their feet. Like I've had a coworker always on her feet. Now she's retired. She can barely walk. She can barely walk. And she's in her 60s. She's young. She can barely walk because she spent so much time on her feet. She never really took care of her feet. She was always about to make the money. Okay. And that's when we had to say, is it going to be worth it? When I retire, what am I going to be able to do if I don't take care of myself? Okay. And so by me standing up a lot, it really took a toll on my body. And I had to say, you know, I need to take a break. I'm not going to do this. And even with flat ironing and things like that, not doing exercises, but working your hands and braiding for 12 14 hours a day. That really, really puts a strain on your hands, okay? And so you have to think about it. I need this to function even after I want to hug and be with my kids and my grandkids. And, you know, I'm not taking care of those things as you work causes issues on down the line. So take an off day, go to the doctor, get things checked out as though they're supposed to be checked out. Do something different in this generation. Um, and so I always encourage my students, get that anything going on, you need to go get it checked out. You need to go take a break. Yeah, take you a few hours, get you a rest. All right. Especially with those individuals, their mind is just keep going and going and going. You sometimes need to take mental breaks. Okay, in just a dark room and a cool air, some nice music. Just need to relax a little bit. Put some smell good on, light a candle or some essential oils. Sometimes we're just missing that connection of just peace. But when it comes to nutrition, can somebody give me something healthy they ate this week? Something healthy. But let me say, what you eat last night? Put in the chat. What did you eat last night? Blueberries, salad. I like it. Okay. I had salad last night and baked potato. And I would prefer to cook it myself. I like cooking my own food, y'all. I don't really like, well, my niece is 6, y'all. She's 6. And I'm 45, and we like the Golden Girls. We both enjoy sitting down at restaurants and having conversations. She doesn't like drive-through food. I don't either. And I said, oh, this baby been, you can tell old people have raised this baby. She's been around a lot of older people. But she loves sitting down at restaurants. I do too. I want to eat my food, have conversation, I want to digest my food. Or I want to cook my food at home. Okay? That's just me. Justice, what do you have? Salmon tacos? Woo! Mexican corn last night, all homemade. Man, I know you bit your fingers off. Oh my goodness. You know what? I want some tacos, but I wanted a meat substitute, and so I got mushrooms, and it was really good. I used it for my quesadillas, and so I said I was going to use mushrooms for my tacos as well. Actually had oatmeal this morning with raisins. You know what? I can take 1 or 2 bites of oatmeal. I ain't just no oatmeal person. And I guess I should have had it growing up. It's hard for me to eat it as an adult. Ooh, Kanisha, potato soup. Are you a cheese person, Kanisha? Did you have the cheese on it? Mm. I remember the last potato soup I had was at Old Charlie's, and I think Old Charlie's is closed, probably right before they're closed. Y'all, they put a handful of chives, a handful of onions in my potato soup, and it was more onions than potatoes. Worst potato soup ever, but I love making homemade soups. Oh, Raquel had 2 boiled eggs for breakfast. I love it. I love boiled eggs. I love it. Raquel, let me tell you, I bet your chickens went in the backyard. I bet you didn't get those eggs out the backyard, did you? Oh, yeah. Yes, they're so healthy. And a friend of mine, you know, all my people, a lot of my people, I got the urban friends and I got the country friends. So I have a really good friend of mine. He has a farm in Corinth, way past Corinth, Mississippi. And I told him the other day, I said, look, bring me some eggs. Bring me some eggs. And he was like, okay, I'm going to bring them. I said, I know your chickens. I know the season. They're starting to lay eggs again. He was like, I got him in the truck. And when I tell you, he pulls up with those eggs, I mean, for 12 brown eggs. They be a little dirty, but they are the best eggs. And when I tell you, he's like $5, $6 a cart. You ain't doing that in the grocery store. I'm about to let you know when he come back to Memphis with his eggs. But yeah, they are so healthy. They're so good, and they are the best boiled. Okay, we did a black farmers market, and we sold out of eggs before we sold out of veggies. We were sold out of eggs. Period. So yeah. So this morning I think I got water, but I had salad and potato. What I found last night, it was when I'm here at the hospital, the healthy choices. They have Impossible Burger, they have onion rings, they have fries. I'm not doing any meat right now, but it just seemed like the Impossible Burger was heavy too. But I really wanted an Impossible Burger, something to fill me up yesterday, and they were not open. I was like, hoo hoo. So I couldn't even get any fries, get any onion rings. But so I just ate the side salad, and it was all right. It was not a 10, but it was all right. So what I found also that helps me healthy wise, I need to eat more. So even though I'm cutting back, I need to eat more of those smaller meals. And before I know it, I've only ate one time today. So I'm not really doing my body any justice. Um, so yeah, I would definitely. I know for me, I need to eat more. So my body is still like I'm working, and I'm just working, 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 getting that one meal a day. So I need to slow down and possibly have smaller meals throughout the day as well. And so if you're looking at individuals that may have diabetes or high blood pressure, can you imagine working and then you have all of these other conditions going on, and then you bring in stress, you bring in lack of vitamins and things of that nature. Now you have medication. You're not gonna last long. So the ultimate job is to make sure that we're the healthiest possible. For me, I don't want to be on any blood pressure medicine. And so the issue is pulling back from that, but having better choices. And if I want to last long in this industry, have a bigger impact, make a lot of money, is how I treat myself is going to have to be first. Okay. And remember, our hair, skin, and nails, we're on the same system. I got to make sure good nutrition comes to them. So, yes, is there a list that Destiny needs to do? I'm going to exercise more. Okay, I'm gonna exercise more, even if that's just a little movement. I'm already good with the no meat. I'm probably not gonna jump back into just certain types of meat that I eat. So I miss fish really, really bad. I told you a country girl at hand, so I like fried fish. So I miss fish and I miss salmon. All right. So I'm probably gonna jump back into the fish and the seafood. But everything else, I was leery about chicken. I don't like the pork. Um, and I probably eat steak once a year, but it's so good. I just can't do it. But everybody has those things. So remember, we got to keep ourselves healthy. We have to, from keeping ourselves healthy, we can last longer in our industry. All right. We can be a great example for the people who are coming, who are going to be our community, our clients. And last but not least, we need to learn our blood types. Okay. So that's what I'm probably going to say by the end of this chapter. Everybody should know their blood types. Okay. In knowing your blood type, your diet and exercise and nutrients should come from your blood type. All right. And here's the thing, everybody can't do everybody's nutrition plan, but based on your blood type, you know what you need, what you don't need, You don't want to be doing too much of this. You need a balance over here. And that really is the key component to being healthy. All right. So let's look at our essential nutrients. We need carbs. And even though some people say we don't need a lot of it, we need some. Okay. Needed for energy to run every function within the body. Our vitamins required for many body functions to occur, including normal metabolism. Y'all, right now, make sure you have something for your eyes. All right. You need something for that benefits your skin. Let me tell you what vitamins that we overdose on in skincare. Vitamin C. Vitamin C, vitamin C, vitamin C. You may say, Ms. Pastor, why do we need vitamin C? Yeah, it's going to help energy wise. But vitamin C also helps in pigmentation. All right. So it's called ascorbic acid in its original state. Ascorbic acid. You can find it in liquid and you can find it in powder. Ascorbic acid is used in a lot of products that will lighten the skin. So clients having issues with darkness or brightness skin, not light, brightness skin. Clients having issues with dark spots. Vitamin C is going to be that thing you say, okay, I'm going to make sure this client gets some vitamin C. Okay. So that's one of the things we keep in our arsenal all the time is something with vitamin C. All right. Then, of course, you have your vitamin B12, things of that nature, and your vitamin E. All of these are great for renewing the skin cells. All right. So every day our skin sheds. It's evident when you take a shower, when you bathe, and you see the ring around the tub. That's our dead skin shedding. As we age, that skin does not replenish itself as fast. And so we use vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B12, vitamin so many different vitamins. Biotin. We use so many different vitamins to help repair and renew the skin, make the skin function and look the best that it's ever done. But we do that with vitamins, okay? And so, of course, there's natural herbs and plants that can do the same thing. Then there's fats, okay, needed for many body functions, including hormones, sebum production. So when you talk about sebum production, that is oil production. And so someone who may have dry skin or excessively dry skin or scalp, they have a reduction in oil production. All right. So a reduction in oil reproduction. Okay. And so this person may need something with fats. And those vitamins with fats are going to be A, D, E, and K. A, D, E, and K. And let me give you an ancient Chinese secret. Who has some vitamin E, like soft gels? I need you to have vitamin E soft gels. Put in the chat. If you in your home right now, you got vitamin E soft gels. You got vitamin E in your cabinet. Okay. I need everybody to get them some vitamin E soft gels. You gotta spend a whole lot of money on it. Okay. The higher the IU, the better it is. But you can find this at Dollar Tree. You can find it at Walmart. You can find it at the Vitamin Center. You can find it at Whole Foods. Okay. The higher the IU, the more potent the vitamin E is. Let me tell you the benefit of vitamin E when it pertains to our skin. I'm giving you a jewel. And I'm going to give it for your scalp as well. Take the soft gels, put them on a saucer, and do a couple of seconds in the microwave. Not minutes, seconds. You just want to get them warm. Okay? You're going to let them cool off a little bit, but you want the vitamin E soft gels warm. Before bed, around your hairline, or in the place where there's hair loss, you're going to, or you may, take that vitamin E soft gel. You're going to squeeze it and go around the hairline or wherever the hair loss is. It's great for babies as well. And must squeeze that vitamin E oil on the scalp and massage it in for a couple of minutes. Okay? Go to sleep. When you go to sleep, the body relaxes, recognizes that you're asleep, and now the eating and reproducing process, the hair, skin, and nails starts to happen. Okay, but it doesn't happen until you rest. So a lot of times we're like, why am I having these issues? Why am I finding having the issues due to this? It's also connected to how much they rest their body as well. All right. So vitamin E can be a great for hair loss or thinning hair and also for dry scalp. Okay, great for baby. Also, vitamin E is beneficial for rough textured skin and dark spots. Okay, rough textured skin and dark spots. All right, so I would take vitamin E and I will rub it in my hands, get it in between my fingers, and I will put it under my eyes, around my eyelids, especially if my eyes were dark, around that lacrimal circle area. If under my eyes were dark and my lids were dark, I'm gonna rub that vitamin E in those areas. I'm gonna rub it around my lips, under my nose. Okay, it's gonna be great to help even skin texture. So when I say that, I mean you want the skin soft, like a baby's behind. I don't care how old they are. The skin is supposed to be supple, supposed to be soft. Nobody's skin is supposed to be rough, okay? And so that vitamin E helps even the skin texture. And so your client's skin starts to feel like it's $1,000,000. And when the skin looks good, the client looks good. The client feels good. All right. And so that's a fact. So if people are having issues with dry skin, I'm not saying eczema or itchy, just dry skin, take that vitamin E in the salt gel form, warm it up, rub it directly into the skin. The higher the IU, the thicker the vitamin E is. So you won't need a lot. You'll just need a little bit. Okay. If your vitamin E is liquidy, that means it's not really a strong, potent vitamin E, but you want it to have a thicker consistency. Okay. Or just get the soft gels and you do maybe one or two soft gels a night. That's your routine for great skincare. That's the tips that you can start giving your mom, your grandmother, those individuals that may be aging, that want to reduce wrinkles, they want to look younger. They need to do that vitamin. They need to make sure they increase their vitamins and have some self care at night. And then also we have our minerals used by cells to produce important biochemicals that have many body functions. Yes, we have great minerals. You can do this by you can get those minerals in by getting your electrolytes in. Okay, proteins. Make a note. You have keratin protein, which our body makes 97% of that. But I want you to make a note. Silk protein, SILK, silk protein. Okay, silk protein makes the hair, skin, and nails very soft. Okay. And it strengthens. It's for my natural hair girls. It's gonna strengthen your hair. You can take silk protein, add water to it, and you have a leave-in conditioner. So it strengthens your hair and becomes this barrier against the sun. It protects your hair. So it's silk protein is amazing. For your kids that have very, very thick hair, you take your conditioner, whatever you're using, make sure it's creamy, add that silk protein. It's going to easily detangle your kid's hair. Silk protein for your skin improves the skin texture. Okay. And we add silk protein in our toners. So make our skin soft and feel beautiful. You might have to add some rose essential oil or some lemon or something. It gives it a nice smell, but that's what it does. And then of course we have water. Okay. So alkaline water, we've known that it helps prevent bad cells from multiplying. And so you can take your water and add lime to it, or sometimes you can take water and add a little salt to it, and it just helps give a balance to the body. Now, if you got high blood pressure, don't drink no salt water. But if you adding a little salt to the water helps give our ratio, give us a great balance in the body. It's not something you do all the time, but it'll help. Just like it has a lot of other features, it just helps balance the bodies. Or you can just do the lime. So not so much what people ask for lemon water, lemons to go with their water. Ask for a lime next time. It turns their water to alkaline, which helps fight the bad stuff. It just helps our immune systems. Any comments, guys, about the stuff that we've learned today? Let's do 2 takeaways. One, let's do, how many people we have on here? We got 4. Let's do 4 takeaways. If you could jump in the chat, or give me one thing from each person that you've learned so far today that says, hey, that's kind of interesting. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to build upon that. I want to walk away with everybody learning something every day. So put in the group chat something you'll take away. Oh, Kanisha, that's the $1 million one. Health is wealth. Okay. Justice, how important nutrients and vitamins are. Yes. Get those vitamins today. Yes, Raquel. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yes. Ashley, drink more water. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, this is one of my favorite chapters, and it really brings a lot of things to life. For me, I'm gonna get the moving around and get the exercising. And let me tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna learn 2 line dances, and that's gonna be my exercise. I ain't going nowhere. But I wanna. It seems like line dancing is the thing, and we party at home. We hang out. We're homebodies, and so we can have fun. We have fun with ourselves. My sister just got a ninja for her birthday, so we about to have some good old fun at home. And she been on TikTok learning the cowgirl country something. But I know what it is. I just can't say it right now. But I'm gonna relax Sunday afternoon and say, "Come on, girl, open it. Come on, teach us this line dance." And so that's gonna be some of my exercise. I'm gonna get the moving as it relates to that. So that's my commitment. Okay. I want you guys to. I'm probably gonna go live. I'm gonna go live and go a little bit over the study guide, and that'll be live in the group. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. So tune into the group, chapter 1 through 4. I may do that study guide. I know it's 100 questions. So what I may do is even, I do even one day, like probably later on today. And tomorrow I would do odd. Okay. And so we'll hit all 100 questions at that time. But pretty much, guys, your assignment, just to recap, is to find somebody to do basic consultation on, get nosy. Write everything they say down. You're going to send it over to DCI Cosmo. Take a picture, because that's going to be the beginning of your consultation journey, your case study journey. And then also, we're going to continue reading chapter 4. And we're just gonna do some self-reflection. What are some things that we can add that can help build us up? And we'll pick back up on the study guide Monday. All right. So I'm gonna do a review live in the group on Facebook, and then I'll pick back up on Monday with the study guide. We'll answer any questions, and we'll continue finishing up chapter 4. And we should be finished by we're gonna finish up chapter 4 on Monday. So go ahead and get your read on. Y'all have a blessed and amazing day. All right. If you need anything, I'm going to be available around 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go check on mom, and then I'm gonna come back down for to work on some business stuff with DCI. All right. So if you need me, I'll be available about 1 o'clock, between 1 and 3. And so reach out to me. Let me know how you're feeling. If you need anything, you know where I'm at. Y'all have a blessed and amazing day. Okay. Great weekend, y'all. Stay safe.
You too.